As I start, may I also recognize and appreciate the presence of the Vice President of the Republic of Zambia, Her Honor Mrs. Mutali. Also wish to recognize the Honorable Cabinet Ministers present, the Secretary to Cabinet, Permanent Secretaries and other senior government officials, the cooperating partners, NGO partners who are present, the UN country team that is present, representatives of the media, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed. A very good morning, or is it good afternoon to everyone. I'd like to start by really thanking Her Honor the Vice President of the Republic of Zambia for being with us today on this very important occasion on the engagement on nutrition. This summit presents a great opportunity to assess progress on our collective efforts to address malnutrition in Zambia. This gathering comes on the backdrop of a series of global events in 2021, specifically the Year of Action on Nutrition, the United Nations Food Systems Summit, the United Nations Climate Change Conference, and the Tokyo Nutrition on Growth Summit, all which underscored the importance of nutrition, including the role of diet and its impact on health, climate, and biodiversity. As a United Nations, we are building on the results of these events, and I'm honored to reaffirm our continuous support to the government of the Republic of Zambia's nutrition agenda, both in development and humanitarian contexts, as a bridge between the two. Guest of honor, ladies and gentlemen, for the period 2023 to 2027, our support, that is the UN support, will be delivered through Zambia's United Nations Sustainable Development Cooperation Framework, also referred to as the Cooperation Framework. Let me also take the opportunity to specify the UN support to the government, which will address all forms of malnutrition with an emphasis on stunting. This will include supporting the decentralized and coordinated delivery of social services, including early childhood development, nutrition, and social protection, to poor and vulnerable populations, and promoting sustainability. It will also include enhancing food security, strengthening food systems, and promoting optimal nutritional practices and access to healthy diets for both rural and urban people. It will also include enhancing literacy and completion of basic education by promoting girls' and boys' access to education while supporting nutrition in schools as an investment to maximize future economic and social development potential. Allow me to now address the first 1,000 Most Critical Days program that is aimed at reducing child stunting among children below 2 years of age. Evidence has shown that the first 1,000 days of a child's life present a window of opportunity, since this is when the greatest impact in reducing child stunting can be achieved. Adequate nutrition is critical to a child's optimal development, particularly these 1,000 days. This includes or starts from pregnancy through the child's second birthday, a period of rapid growth where nutrient deficiencies can have long-term consequences. Tackling the challenge of stunting, which currently stands at 35% among children aged below 5 years, requires coordinated and concerted efforts from different stakeholders to invest significantly in better nutrition and increasing our society's understanding of prevention and the effect of stunting in a child as a nation. The government, through the Nutrition, Food and Nutrition Commission, has provided many positive examples of key ingredients for successful multi-sector programming. Distinguished guests, Zambia has shown that pooling funds and resources for nutrition and using it to implement evidence-based multi-sectoral nutrition actions is possible and does work. The right combination of cooperation, commitment, and ambition paved the way for others to see that it was worthwhile to come on board and unify efforts in support of the government program. As the government of the Republic of Zambia, under the second phase of the program, is building on national momentum around stunting reduction in 42 high-priority districts, the United Nations, through UNICEF, WFP, FAO, and WHO, is supporting 17 of these districts with funding from the European Union, from the Federal Republic of Germany, from the Swedish International Development Agency, and from the Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office. So we are forever grateful for this funding. This support has helped strengthen government's coordination capacity for nutrition and bolster multi-sectoral actions for nutrition in the country. May I also recognize the several non-governmental organizations that were mentioned by the Master of Ceremonies, who also continue to play a critical part in these efforts. The generous investment in scaling up nutrition from all our donors to support the work of the government of Zambia will go a long way in achieving the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals that include eradicating poverty and hunger, reducing child mortality, improving maternal mortality, combating disease, empowering women, and achieving universal primary education. We are aware that stunting reduction takes time, with a requirement to address all its complex drivers and pathways. Change also takes time, from changing national priorities, systems, and the delivery of multi-sectoral interventions to changing individuals' behaviors. As a result, long-term commitments are required from all partners to ensure continued progress as well as continuity of funding, coupled with a willingness to learn lessons and adapt to achieve impact. The achievement of the first 1,000 Most Critical Days program, Phase 1, and the lessons learned from that must not be underestimated, given the challenges of working across sectors. My hope is that all partners and stakeholders of Phase 2, the Phase 2 program, will continue to foster an atmosphere of openness to collaborate and learn from each other, having an open dialogue, being committed to frequent meetings, ensuring collaborative efforts, and providing quality technical support to further the national nutrition agenda. As I conclude, allow me to underscore the commitment of the United Nations to continue working with the government of Zambia, cooperating partners, and other key stakeholders, including the civil society, to ensuring better lives of the people of Zambia. We therefore look forward to working together and address all forms of malnutrition. I thank you.